Hello and welcome to Luton Town Fan TV match reaction of Boreham Wood nil, Luton Town 3. And not gonna lie, to be honest, I'm quite happy. Not gonna lie, I'm a bit happy of the game. I'm quite happy with the win, and I'm quite happy of the new tactics that Bloomfield has put out for the team. And to be honest, yeah, there is not much to say about this game, even though it's just a friendly. We're seeing more new young, new players playing, like Zach Nelson returning back to the team, um, Silva playing his first game for the team, and Jack Richard playing, and we just signed him today. What for me, I feel like of the game how it game played out, I feel like we were bit shorter in the first half, but in the second half we were more attacking, more forward. And I feel like in the first half, when Boreham Wood kicked off, yeah, Boreham Wood were the better team at in the first like 20, 25 minutes of the game, and they were like pushing efforts, pushing forward, pushing up front, and then what one mistake by Boreham Wood, yeah, it goes straight to Cordova Wood, and then Cordova Wood just whips it into the bottom corner into the Boreham Wood goal, and it's 1-0. To be fair, if that mistake wasn't happening there, I think Luton would have scored at all. But as he made a mistake, we were very lucky for Woodrow to get the ball, and obviously he whipped it into the bottom corner. But then, since then, we scored that goal. Boreham Wood just went all at us, like the left side, the right hand side, more forward, like in the centre part. But then we managed to stop them, not letting us score. They've hit the post. They did hit the post. One player was on the far side of the pitch. Yeah, whips it in. Yeah, headers away. One player got the ball back, and then whips it to the ball corner. Four defenders tackling one ball, and then one player just whipping it, yeah, and one player just whips it past James Shea and hit the post. Not gonna lie, it was very unlucky for Boreham Wood. Yeah, I felt that I could go in, and I thought it would be 1-1, but no, we weren't very lucky to not concede there, as Boreham Wood were proper pushing and pushing for a goal, as it's their first game and even our first game of the season, including the pre-season. But but anyway, but I feel like how it turned out of the game, of the last 15 minutes of the game, I feel like it was even. Ha We had half chances, Bournemouth would half chances, and we glided together. And as soon as they hit the 45 minutes, it was blow half time. No added times, to be honest, yeah. And when it was half time, I feel like it was happy. We were the better team, but more so, Boreham were definitely the better team, and it was definitely an even first half. Second half comes out, yeah, we were more attacking, more pushing, yeah. I like the way Bloomfield was doing his new tactic for the game played, but Bloomfield, I heard him a lot shout for a bit, yeah, but more so, the Boreham Wood manager shouted quite a lot. And to be fair, as a Boreham Wood fan, you would be frustrated, yeah, as you create so much chances against us, and just very unlucky not to concede and get a goal in our net. But to be fair, your attacking forwards were really brilliant. Yeah, made us a couple problems with us, and we were going, as I said, you were going on the far side, the right hand side, and down the middle, and it was just causing us problems off the defence, and you were literally just obliterating us. Like that's a strong word, but obliterating. Like you was just going past the defenders, and it was a good attacking Warhammer Woods, yeah, of that manager, who he is, yeah, but that manager is just more attacking than us. I think it's a better attacking manager in the National League. But as I said, we were very lucky to not concede a goal today. I feel like we were more better, and our defence just needs to sort of start to improve a bit. Because if we're to keep playing on this from now to the start of the season, we might concede a lot of goals. conceded a lot of goals during the start of the League One season. But I hope, well, that's the thing I have to say. The defence just needs to be a bit better. Yeah. I know we were strong, we were positive, we were related, yeah, and we were defensive on the side. I feel like our best player off the defence today was Mark McGuinness. Even though he didn't play the second half, I feel like Mark McGuinness was our defensive best player of player of the game. But in general, I think like the best player of the game, like so far, is probably Paulo Woodrow, scoring one goal and then got I think it was one assist, and then and then Temple's got the two goals. So that's literally all how the game out. But I'll talk about the second half. The second half, we were sort of attacking. We were definitely the better team in the second half. We were like pushing forward, pushing backwards, pushing middle, pushing upwards, downwards, all the stuff like that. But I feel like in the middle, in the midfield area, we were sort of sitting back and sitting forward a bit. But that's what I know what midfielders does that. But but I feel like midfielders just also needs to be sort of better because we need to be more forward, be attacking like upwards, downwards, um, and just be more far side. Even though Cal Naismith was the captain of the second half. To be fair, Cal Naismith, he was a very good player. He was a solid, strong player for Luton, and his defensive style of play of the captain is very good. Not gonna lie, it was his second time as captain this year, and that's more so like a sort of team like to be attacking, just be like upwards, like forward, put the pressure on. And as we put the pressure on Boreham Wood, one of the Pebbles, not Pebbles, he's left now. Nelson put the one in forwards, yeah, passes to Lamau, and Lamau just whips it to ball corner, and it's 2-0 for Luton. And Famal is honestly it's been our star player so far. Yeah, even though my player of the game was definitely um Colo, and I feel like as Famal is deserves to be the player of the match. Yeah, for my opinion, I think it's Woodrow because I do like Woodrow, and he's just been a good player as he had a very rough start in the championship last season. Yeah, didn't play much, and that's why he went on loan to Blackburn. And since when he came back to play a first game for Luton Town during the pre-season, he's been a lot of better. He's been better, definitely, and he even got assists as well to pass the whip to Famal, and as Famal scored the goal for Luton to make it 2-0. But but the game went more our side during the sixth we scored the 2-0 because Boreham would kind of did really attack more forward in the game and didn't really strike it, even though they had a penalty not given. For me, for a Luton Town fan, I feel like Boreham would should have been given a penalty because it was a very strong wall penalty as he kicked as he slide tackled the Boreham Wood player and the whip and went down. And all the Bournemouthers were fuming because it's a Stonewall penalty. Definitely, it's a Stonewall penalty. But luckily it wasn't a penalty, and we still survived in the game. And then all the chances were pretty much our side, and then and Luton Town got Famal, hit him to the corner, and it's 3-0. But but the game, I feel like of that build up to the goal, I feel like we were just a bit sloppy at the start, and then as soon as we started pushing forward, pushing backwards, pushing forward, Ramal got the ball, and went past three players and just whipped it to the bottom corner, and that's 3-0. And during the whole game, it and during the whole game, from 3-0 onwards, I feel like we just sat balanced and just didn't really do much. And then it was a bit, then it hit full time, and Luton Town won 3-0. And it's obviously been our markable player of the game. It's my foot, even though I went to the game and it was a good game to play. it was a very solid. I would say a 6.5 out of 10, and it that's why Luton Town is probably going to start working up and start learning to be more forward, learning to be more attacking, learning to be defensive, and hopefully this will carry on from now till we start League One, and hopefully League One will be more forward, and hopefully we could get promoted to the league back to the Championship. I hope you did enjoy this video. I hope you liked my match thoughts of the video today. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share, and hit the button. If you want more match reactions from now till League One or till the end of League One, uh, link down, put it down in the comments. Yeah. Anyway, I'll see you soon. Goodbye.